Okay. So I have not touched this article at all. There are 3 methods of becoming a furry. 1,221 votes, 62% rating. Last updated March 23rd, 2023. And 148 co-authors. Written by WikiHow staff. I don't know how to see when it was first written, but let's see. Let's see what does WikiHow suggest on how to be a furry. I find that wording interesting too, because it's not like how to become a furry or like how to express yourself as a furry. This is just like, this is the guide of the existential how to be a furry, you know? Okay, let's see. The furry fandom is a large, inclusive community based on a love of anthropomorphic animals. This is already the best fucking article I've ever read on WikiHow. These are animals that talk, walk on 2 legs, and behave like both animals and humans. If you want to celebrate your fanship and express yourself creatively as a furry, welcome aboard. Once you develop a persona, start interacting with other furries online and in real life through conventions and local meetup groups. Oh, shit, that was not... That's the thing it's telling you to do. I read that with the wrong cadence.
The furry fandom is a large, inclusive community based on a love of anthropomorphic animals. These are animals that talk, walk on 2 legs, and behave like both animals and humans. 1. If you want to celebrate your fanship and express yourself creatively as a furry, welcome aboard.
Thank you. Thank you, Ace. You realized that I was not going to be capable of getting through that, and you came to the rescue, and I appreciate it. Okay. I'm opening in another window something that I saw coming up, because you did my final year project in uni, Baffer? Wait, what? I didn't know that. You made a fucking doc. Is it online? Can we fucking see it? That sounds fucking awesome. That's really, really cool. Okay, let's see. What do we got? Explore your creative interests and see how they tie into the furry fandom, whether it means creating fan art or fursuits. Remember, you don't need an expensive fursuit to be a furry. That is very good. That is the best advice already. You don't need an expensive fursuit to be a furry. It's true. No Ace knows what's going on. No expensive needed. It could just be, just any old fursuit. Okay, let me open this. How long is this? It's gonna start playing immediately, I think. What is that? What are you doing? What Twitch chat? What did you just do? It copied the wrong thing entirely. Why is it that anytime I try to do anything on stream ever, it's a train wreck? 5 years ago. I might not have time to get to this today, but I definitely want to see this. And would you be okay with me like showing it on stream, or is that it's because I'm oh yeah. Oh, I said expensive? You need that expensive fursuit. Most importantly, focus on having fun with your furry fanship, just like the incredible Annabelle T, a well-renowned furrynia. I looked, oh, there is a citation. I was like, who is Annabelle T? Of course, please enjoy my weird accent. Oh, that's true. I have no idea what your voice sounds like, actually. Who is Annabelle T? I went to the video. I don't know this person. Who is this person? Oh, it's somebody who made a video titled How to Become a Furry, but I couldn't find them by searching Annabelle T because that's not their name. Maybe that used to be their name on here? I'm not sure. Anyway, okay. Let's see. Okay, so there are 3 methods. Method 1, joining the furry community. Okay, one thing I gotta say, I love WikiHow illustrations. They're so good. They're so expressive. I don't know. Okay. So we're saying they're thinking about this person. They're thinking about this persona. They're becoming this fursona. But that fursona is also, as you can see here, making them unwise. Like, you can see it. You can see it in the eyes. The documentary is also how you met your partner. Oh, that's cool. What, because you were like looking for people at your university who were furries, and you were like, yo, can I interview you? Something like that. Apparently she can't imagine clothes other than what she's wearing. Look, it's like, Zivo, it's like, it's a form of object permanence that some people lack, you know? Like, you can't remember what's in your closet because you can only think about what you're wearing right now. Okay. So what do we got? 1, make the choice to become part of the furry community. That's fair. It's a thing that I and multiple people that I interact with on this channel have been like, yeah, I was basically a furry forever, but then after a point I was like, okay, maybe I should like actually be social. You know what I mean? In order to become a furry, you don't have to pass an entry test or get permission from anyone else. The decision to become a furry is completely up to you. Whether you've been interested in furry-related things for a while or you're totally new to the community, feel free to proclaim yourself a furry whenever and however you would like. It's true. I often, whenever and however, I often, in the grocery store, at church, in the cemetery, outside the church where we and our friends hang out, at the pet store, where we hang out with our other furry. I don't know where the fuck this is going. I'm sorry. I'm trying to just roll with it, and it's not working. I'm terrible at improv. I wish Spike were here. Spike is better at improv than I am. Though, to be fair, I guess Spike had to retake his improv class. I don't know if that counts. Does that make him better or worse than me? If you want to create your own furry related... I'm sorry. Where is Spike? We haven't seen him in a while. If you want to create your own furry related characters, meet other like-minded people, and or visit furry conventions, you'll probably love being a part of the furry community. But it's also totally okay to be a part of the community without calling yourself a furry. Yeah, that's pretty much where I was for like my entire teenage and 20 years. I was basically there. I just wasn't like claiming it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm sorry, Ace. Maybe that was inappropriate. I should probably call Spike right now. He's probably crying. God, the audio is bad. It was over 5 years ago. Once you uploaded it, another furry friend of mine went, oh, in this shot, that's Hydro, said furry friend I went to high school with. So she introduced me properly, and now we kiss. That's the best way to describe being romantic partners with somebody. I love that. YouTube apology. Okay, clip. Will you clip it as soon as I do it so we can send it to him? Spike, I would like to formally apologize on stream today. I questioned whether you were better or worse at improv than me because you were asked to repeat an improv class. I would like to formally recognize that you are better than me at improv comedy, and I will never speak of you on stream while you are not there ever again. Thank you, and I love you, and I hope to kiss your face at some point this summer. There you go. If you want to clip that and send it to him. Thank you. You should probably clip that part too. If you don't have a strong interest in anthropomorphic animals, but you still want to
oh my god!
But you still want to join the community, the people within it will likely welcome you with open arms. Likely. Look, okay, here's the thing. Legitimate advice amidst all the jokes. If you're a part of any community and you encounter the people that are being excluded by this statement, likely, like if you want to be a part of a fandom and there is somebody that is not welcoming you with open arms, find the people that are. You don't want to try and spend weeks or months or years trying to impress the people who don't immediately open you with welcome arms. You know what I'm saying? Like, just don't. Just stop trying to impress them. Find and like in this instance, find the other furries that actually immediately like click with you or like get you. You know what I mean? Like the likely is key there. And that's showing you the people that you don't want to, you know, try and be friends with. People aren't automatically furries if they happen to like anthropomorphic animals. They get to choose for themselves. Unless you're an internet celebrity, then people will constantly question whether or not you're a furry because you expressed like one time that you thought an anthro animal was hot or something. I don't know. This is the average fur affinity experience. This pretty much, or no, I guess this is probably more like Telegram, right? Because they're like, okay, wait, are they talking to a cat and the cat is sending the heart? Or are they talking to somebody and this is like a Telegram sticker? Also, unless it's funny. Wait, what? Unless what's funny? Oh, unless it's funny to be like, is this person a furry? True. They got the face right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this looks like a sticker. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely a cat. Was this person a cat? What? Okay, what do we think this person is? Is this person a fox? Or what? I don't know. Because they've got rather like, I don't know. They almost have like squirrel-like proportions. But then this one's definitely a cat. Like, this is absolutely a cat. Because they got the little 3, you know? Okay. 2, participate in online furry groups and discussion boards. Since the furry fandom is a global one, most furry activity happens on the internet. Try the mobile app Furry Amino or websites like SoFurry and Fur Affinity. Okay, in my humble experience, Zootopia looking ass. In my humble experience, yes, but no. Furry Amino, from everything that I've seen, again, never personally interacted, but just done research for the Iceberg series. Furry Amino tends really, really young. So if you're like in your 20s or your 30s, you're probably going to end up interacting with a bunch of teenagers on there no, don't. So Furry, I have basically zero experience with, and Fur Affinity, I've mostly used to network with people that I like need to interview who don't have public like email addresses or social media accounts otherwise, like especially with DMs open. In my experience though, most of the people that I've met have either been on YouTube or on Twitter. Like, so yes, like you can go to specialized places, obviously, but it's not 100% necessary, right? I don't know. What is chat's opinion on that? Also, I just realized I'm totally blocking it. We probably need to take a look at this later. Just saying. Create an account and start commenting, posting, and connecting with others. Or hop into the furry community on Reddit, r/furry. That's true. Reddit also has a very, very large active furry base. r/furry is a very active subreddit I should have just kept reading. And it's easy to get involved in discussions there. You can easily find other furries via Tumblr and DeviantArt too. You know, I have not interacted with people on Tumblr in like a decade. So I'm not sure about that one, nor DeviantArt. Reddit is absolutely good for memes. There are multiple furry meme subreddits, but as far as like actually meeting people and networking, I'm not 100% sure. You know what I mean? You also have to consider that if you're trying to use Reddit to meet people, you're meeting people who use Reddit. So that is also something that you need to consider. Last time I got on Tumblr, it felt like a ghost town. True. Like, because I'm comparing it to like obviously 2013, 2014 when it was like hoppin', and the past couple of years, every time that I've like used it even a little bit, it's been pretty dead. You know. Look for furry Discord servers, Skype groups, and Telegram groups for instant messaging. I don't have a ton of experience with any of that. I'm only in the Discord group I'm in multiple Discord groups, mostly, again, for networking with people for research and interviews, and for the Twitch team that I'm on. But search through furry pages and tags on regular social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. That's true. That is also true. Especially, I don't know about Facebook, but Twitter and Instagram definitely have very, very active user bases in that regard too. Okay. What's going on here? See, okay, I see the clear relation here and here. What is the relation? Spike replied to me in DMs? Wait, what? What? I didn't realize you had already sent it to him. What did he say? My face coming to lips near you this summer. That's true. That's true. Honestly, I'd say Tumblr is a better experience these days, but I think I got lucky because a lot of people I follow are still active. That's fair. I've heard there's at least one content creator that I watch that talks about Tumblr a lot. And she said that basically at this point, it's like just all of the weird kids who were teenagers at the time when it was really popular who never left. So now they're all in like their 20s and 30s. It's all of those people who are still on it. Is that true? Oh, here live, the PD Public Apology Tour. Hello, Spike. I'm sorry for slandering your name with regards to improv. My brain broke for a second. Okay, so anyway, I see the relation between the people and the Sonas here. I'm not sure what's going on with this one. I'm imagining this is going to be something with like creativity or self-expression, right? Make and share furry fan art and other creative work. Explore your furry fanship or persona through any hobby or creative project you'd like. Try writing fan fiction, creating music, making video animations, vlogging, illustrating fan art, or performing in your furry persona. Then share your creations on sites like Tumblr, DeviantArt, Fur Affinity, and YouTube. True. This is literally how I started my channel. I was like, I'm gonna make music, and I'm gonna do it under a persona, and then it kind of just snowballed from there. You know what I mean? You can't get over the melted persona. This one, the lower jaw does look a little small, doesn't it? Like. No worries, I don't even know the OG context, but I have no claim to improv masterdom. I said I was trying to roll with an improv joke, and I was failing, and then I was like, Spike would be better at this than me, or maybe worse, I don't know. What makes music furry, though? If you're a furry and you make music, it's furry music. That's my opinion. I don't know. Does chat have an opinion on that? Yeah, that I think that's what it is. It's the act of a furry making music that makes it furry. That's my opinion, at least, because some furry musicians don't even use their personas really anymore. Like some of them are just straight ass like they perform live, like not in suit or anything like that, and they're just like, you know what I mean? So Echo and the Bunnymen are furries. I don't know. Are they furries? Because it's Ace. Ace, you were on screen. Oh, there, sweet baby Ace. This is my comfort. Ace is over here. I don't know. That's up to them if they consider themselves furries or not. Also almond break. It's true. If you use almond breaks in any of your music, you are instantly a furry. So, you know, Echo and the Bunnymen, the Killing Moon with an almond break under it, boom, they're furries now. Okay, anyway, there's a place for every interest in the furry fandom. Artists, musicians, authors, dancers, comedians, actors, and many others celebrate their love of anthropomorphism through creative expression. That's true. It is a very, very creative community. Don't be afraid to share your work. Other furries will be very welcoming and supportive of however you combine your furry identity with other interests. This is also very true. The majority of the people that I've interacted with, especially on Twitter and YouTube, it's because the shitpost music that I made specifically with a bunch of clips from Yol from Vinesauce, and I think it was like people recognizing that I was a furry who was also into Yol, and they were like, "Oh, look, multiple shared interests. I'm gonna follow you." You know what I mean? So yeah, absolutely. Furries are generally very, very welcoming of other people who share their interests. Consider taking your creative work to in-person events too. If you like music, you may be able to DJ at a furry convention, unless you're at fucking which one was it? Was it Furry Week in Atlanta? That that slighted furry musicians and hired outside. Was that Furry Week? I don't want to be talking out of pocket. Hold on, I'm looking this up. Because it's true, there are plenty of of events that like musicians and stuff can get in on, you know. Isn't streaming always talking out of pocket? That's kind of true. That's kind of true. Okay, never mind. I have no idea what I'm talking about. There was some FurCon in the last couple of months that like they got musicians who were not furries, and it was a thing for a minute. Stream idea: are these bands furry? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'd be down to do that. You want to do a collab stream where we do that or something? That's how you. Yeah, that's right. I think you were one of my first followers on Twitter actually, and I think it's because you found that. Isn't your pocket always streaming out? It's true. My spaghetti. It never stays. Oh no. I don't know what to say. I don't like. We're monetized on YouTube here. Okay. What? Take on requests, trades, or commissions to share your creative work. Guy Fieri is just aggressively posturing in the corner now. These are great ways to help other furries get to know you and your work. Open for requests if you want other furries to ask you for free. No, don't do this. Don't. No, you. If you want to make money on your art, charge what you think you're worth. Charge what you think your work is worth. If you want to do artwork for free, do it, but don't start at that baseline, please. Open for trades if you're open to swapping one free artwork for another. Okay, fair. Also, I guess I should probably be deferring to the actual artists that are here instead of just giving my well, I guess it's my stream, so it's not unsolicited, but my out-of-pocket opinions. If you want to sell your work, open for commissions. Set up an info page outlining your terms, prices, and policies so others know what to expect. This is very true. It can be extremely intimidating talking to people that you've never talked to before, especially if it's something involving this. Like, list your fucking prices. Like, as somebody who has only commissioned like a couple of pieces, if the people that I was commissioning from hadn't had their prices listed, I would have been too socially anxious to actually like DM them. You know what I mean? So yeah, put all that shit up front. It's good. Specify the type and style of work you'd like to create, then spread the word across the online furry community. Hold on, I missed a bunch of chat. I think you should have a panel of experts. True artist. I'm down. Let's do a is this band or musical artist furry? Let's fucking do it. I always have spaghetti falling out of my pockets. Same. Is that where the spaghetti I found on the ground the other day came from? It was good. You make it yourself? Okay, never mind. I'm not missing anything in chat. Y'all are just I pour boiling water into my jeans and lets the spaghetti heat in there for... You cook your spaghetti for 15 minutes, Spike? Jesus. Talk about al dente. I'm moving on. I'm going to ignore that I said that. Other furries might send you an image or written description of their persona for you to draw. Or they might give you a premise for a story to write. This is also true. Yeah. From everything I understand, having a ref sheet is good for reasons like this. Once you develop your skills and reputation, you can potentially make a good income by selling your work within the furry community. That's true. Multiple people that I follow, over the course of like building up their reputation from, like years and years of doing commissions and stuff, I know of multiple people who it's basically their full-time job now. That's pretty cool, It's like a steaming process. You steam your spaghetti is what you're saying. If you accept a commission, you're obliged to complete it. By accepting payment and not finishing a project, you can get into legal trouble. Also true. Oh boy, what is this? Oh, it's Anthrocon, boys. This is an actual photo directly from Anthrocon. Been busy my aforementioned improv classes. Just finished last week, so I'll dedicate time to wizard studies post haste. Oh yeah, literally every single one of your improv classes was taught by Wayne Brady, right? Attend a furry convention to meet other furries in person. Connecting online can be great, but there's nothing quite like meeting other furries in real life and seeing some of the media creators that you admire. You know, is this true? I don't know. I don't leave my house. I'm effectively a shut-in. I leave the house like twice a week. And I've definitely never been to a FurCon, except for an online one, which this is specifically talking about in person. So like, can anybody who's been to a FurCon confirm? Is there nothing quite like meeting other furries in real life? And seeing what some of the media creators that you admire, you know? If you can't attend Anthrocon, the largest furry convention that's based in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, that's not true anymore. This is outdated. MFF surpassed Anthrocon last December? When was this updated? Hold on. This was updated this year. Yo, this is outdated information. Midwest Fur Fest is like officially the largest one now. What else would be like meeting furries? I don't know. Look, I'm actually in a WikiHow article. Isn't that the point of me covering a WikiHow article? It's a very cool experience. That's cool. I'm so socially anxious. Like we're going to an anime convention in like a week and a half, and it's the one that I've literally been going to since 2006. Since I was like a baby. Since I think I was 13 the first year that I went. And so it's like, it's a comfort thing. So the idea of going someplace new is really intimidating for me. Or look for a local furry convention online. While you're there, check out the artwork, tails, accessories, badges, fursuits, and other furry merchandise. Don't miss the fursuit parade. True, fursuit parades seem pretty cool. Even if you don't have a suit, you can still have a blast watching all the incredible fursuits march by. Many furries opt to meet up at conventions since they're safe public spaces and you'll be free to fully express yourself and your persona. I cannot personally confirm this, but everything I've ever heard does confirm this. We made a friend at that convention last year, so you did some shows. Look, we made that friend in the first 5 minutes that we were there. We met them in line and did not talk to another single new person the entire weekend. Okay? That surpassed my quota and my expectations of meeting someone at that convention. And I was like, I'm good. I don't need to talk to another single new person all fucking weekend. No, you're right though. We did make a new friend there. If you're going to be at the same event as your online furry friends, set up a time and meet up during the event. That's true actually. I can't say this for FurryCon, but for the anime convention that we're going to, I've known Joe for a couple of years, and that was the first time last year at the same convention was the first time we met in person. So yeah, no, absolutely. It's a good place to meet online friends. Zivo wants to know if you have any interest in having a fursuit. Did I miss a message, or was this happening in Discord? Are y'all in chat and in Discord together? Secret Ask Yo. Oh, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. I guess I haven't really thought about it. I guess it'd be kind of cool to have like maybe a partial, like, you know, feet, hands, and a head. I don't know if I'd really want a full suit though. Full suit seems pretty cumbersome, and with a partial, I would be able to like get my drip, and it wouldn't have to be like, you know, 4XL to be able to fit over the suit. I could just like I could get the clothes that PD wears and actually wear them outside of the suit as well. Do you get what I'm saying? You know? It'd be nice to have feet, hands, and a head in general. I am only torso. Fair, Spike. What about everybody else in chat? Does anybody else in chat either own or want to own a fursuit? I'm not sure where anybody who's actively chatting right now stands on that. I don't think. Oh yeah, it would definitely be a PD suit, if anything. They're fun to wear, but wow, they're warm. You know, way back when I was in high school, I worked at the local library, and I was the one who dressed up as Clifford the Big Red Dog for the book fairs that we had. So I have been paid to fursuit, and it was definitely warm as fuck because it was during the summer, you know. Oh, you dressed up. Wait, you dressed up as a bear? I didn't know that. Why were you a bear? And that makes sense that you would wear one to stay warm. Oh, you have one? Is it Diesel? Is it or is it somebody else? Because I don't know how many Sonas you have, to be fair. I assume it's a lot. Is it this? Let's see. Yes. I wore this motherfucker at, I think it was this one. It kind of looked like this at the book fairs at the library. And yeah. Of course, like the body was just like a loose, like a sack, basically. But your bro made a fursuit? Oh, yeah, that's right. You sent us pictures of that like a year or two ago. I forgot about that. It's another character, Nobu. I don't know if I'm familiar with Nobu. That's cool though. I can't deal with heat very much, so it's not very appealing. Yeah, so Zevo does not want a fursuit. Okay. I wore the mascot costume for the college. Oh, that's why you were a bear. Okay, I got it. What kind of bear was it? Clifford Stands Rise Up. Oh my goodness. I got so sucked into chat, y'all. Where were we? Special events differ from convention to convention, but you might be able to catch a great concert fursuit dance competition. Those are cool as fuck. Or discussion panel featuring your favorite animator. Watch videos of furry convention events online if you're curious to see what they're all about. That's true. Tons and tons of people document them on YouTube now and everything. Oh no. They're breaking them. They're ruining the magic. They're not in the headless lounge. It's discourse time, everybody. You want to be an animal instead? Okay, fair. A brown bear. Okay. Not to promote my face. You can look. You're fine. You're fine. You're a friend of the channel. You can post all the shit that you want. Do you want me to put it on screen, or are we hiding it? Oh, I did see this. I saw this before. Because this is when people were like, no, maybe I didn't see this post before. I'm not sure. Anyway, you're so tiny you don't know if it worked, but many children want hugs. Yeah, that's children at the book fair with Clifford were either terrified of me or wanted to hug me. There was no in between. Also, this is a mood. This is a fucking mood. He was made by a Taiwanese maker that I never see get much love. Oh, that's cool. So this is the suit. So what species is Nobu? Oh gosh, I keep not full screening. This is good though. I like this. It looks like the tail is big. Is the tail big? It's adorable though. I love that. I didn't realize that you had a suit. Get involved in a local furry group. Many communities around the world have their own furry groups. Run a search for furries in your area to find individuals or meetup groups nearby. So this is a this is something that's been happening forever, because before I even considered doing the iceberg, I listened for a while to Furcast, which was a podcast that ran for like 10 years. And in the early days, they would take questions from their listeners. And one of the questions that they constantly got was, how do I meet people? And so like every single episode, they had to just be like, just Google it. Like, I mean, it wasn't that simple back then, because we're talking about like 2010. So there was something called the Internet Furry Proximity Locator that they would tell people to use. But it's just funny to see this pop up still. Like, how do I find? Check out the globe feature on the Furry Amino app to find furries based in your area. I didn't know you could do that on Amino. Huh. Once you find local furries, start up a chat and coordinate a way to get together. When you meet up, have fun. That's important with anybody that you meet. Try out some role-playing games. More like More like, you know. There we go. I think I fixed it. Yeah. Kind of a wolf, kind of a dog, generally a canine. That pink bitch is me. We stand. Yeah, no, we do. We stand a pink bitch here. Act out your personas, create fan art together, and take photos in your fursuits if you have them. Remember to be careful when meeting up with people you met online. Always use common sense and meet in public places rather than a secluded private space. That's just good advice in general. Yeah, like I was part of the generation that my parents were like, don't ever tell people like your first name online. Even that much, they're gonna come to your house and murder you. So like, I know that that's bullshit, like going to that extent, but this is just good advice for meeting anybody that you meet online ever. Like, this is just good advice for meeting people. Like, just do it in fucking public. Don't go to people's houses and shit. Let a trusted friend know when and where you're going to, just in case. Also true. Okay, we're definitely on Telegram at this point, right? Socialize with other furries to form new friendships. Wait, what? How to get a cat for a pet? Oh, like how to adopt a cat. I was like, so I have a dog and the dog wants a cat. So how do I get a cat for my dog? Like, wow, I'm all over the place today, y'all. Anyway, socialize with other furries to form new friendships. There are quite a few subgroups within the furry community that cater to various interests, from gaming communities to literature clubs. Incorrect. Gamers and furries are mortal enemies, if the furry gamer TikTok wars taught me anything. But they are fucking nerds, so literature clubs make sense. So you should have no trouble finding other furries who share the same interests as you. Once you're a furry, focus on meeting new people both online and in person. Or just be a shut-in. That's a perfectly acceptable. Like, if you want to socialize, do it, but like, it's perfectly acceptable. Just be your own little scrunkly guy, you know? Start commenting on other furries' posts and reply to the furries who comment on yours. Okay, but I don't know if there's gonna be a disclaimer anywhere here. Don't just fucking say hi. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, y'all know that that's a thing. Like, don't just comment or DM just hi. Don't fucking do that. That's not how you start conversations. That's it. That's my PSA. Eventually start a chat and get to know them even better. Don't just fucking say hi. Don't do it. I've seen so many people complain about this, and I've had it done to me at this point. Y'all don't even know. Well, okay, some of y'all probably know that that's just like, if your DMs are open, then that's how other furries are probably going to talk to you. And then you're like, oh hey, and then they never reply. Like, pretty soon you'll start forming long-lasting friendships. Sure. I'm really curious if this article is going to talk about the amount of backlash and hate you'll get online. Oh, that's true. I wonder if there's a WikiHow article, how to avoid backlash for being a furry on the internet. Putting yourself out there might sound like a daunting task, especially if you're shy or introverted. But remember that furries can often be some of the easiest and nicest people to talk to. Honestly, that's true. The number of people that like I have interviewed or who have like helped me with research for the iceberg in particular, like never fucking talked to them before in my life. And granted, 3 out of 4 people that I like DM or email don't reply to me, but the ones that do, it's just like, oh yeah, hey, like I don't think I've had a single person say, I'm not going to talk to you for this project. You know what I mean? It's very, very open. Maybe a hot take, but the furry community is far more welcoming than the queer community. Honestly, kind of. Because like, there's probably some stuff that you might not even be familiar with yet, Ace. Like some stuff about furry history that happened in like the 90s and stuff, where basically people tried to claim that furry was never like an inherently queer space, and they tried to like purify it, I guess, by being like, no, only the straights are allowed or whatever. Like, we're gonna reclaim this from all the queer people or whatever. And let's just say like there's a reason that never really worked out. Yeah, the burn the burned furs and all of the fucking other groups that came out of that. It's a whole fucking messy web, dude. Like, we'll get there eventually, but yeah, like, let's just say there's a reason that didn't work out. And that's because furry is generally like hot take. I think I've had this take before. I think I've voiced this take before, but hot take, the furry community is actually really good at like keeping itself together and ejecting and calling out like bad actors and people who are just kind of fuckheads. The more active you are in the community, the more friends you'll make and the more fun you'll have. Is that a guarantee? I'm not that active and I have a lot of fun. And I think if I interacted more, I might have less fun. I don't know. Okay, this eyeshadow is fucking on point though. This secret trans eyeshadow. I love it. Okay, it's good. I see we have the representation here of oh wait, shit. I thought these were different thought bubbles and I was going to be like there's the one with the one for Sona, the one with the one with 0 and the one with 2 or like 3, I guess, cuz there's a mysterious one back here. You know, that we all know that guy. That guy who's got like 17 personas. Somebody that I was hanging out with in Vero chat. Jesus, I guess it was like a year ago at this point. I was just like, so why did you pick your Sona? And they were just like, which one? And I was like, the one that you are right now. And they were like, oh yeah, that one. Because, you know, like I said, all the furries in this image share the same imagined universe. It's true. It's true. That's the strength of furry bonding. You don't know how difficult it was to not say bondage. Be welcoming and non-judgmental around other furries. You'll find a lot of creativity in the furry community, so rather than judging and critiquing what other people are doing, be accepting and supportive of what and who you encounter. Speak to other furries with kindness and respect to keep up the positive, inclusive furry environment. Honestly, yeah, like this is what we were just talking about. The furry cinematic universe. The furry community is a place where all kinds of people can really fit in, especially those who don't often feel like they fit in. That is also very true. Especially where it comes to like gender and sexuality. Like that shit just like isn't a thing with most people that I've encountered. So yeah, like true. It's a very welcoming space in that regard. What? Oh, I see. Okay, PG does not equal R. Okay. Forget your negative misconceptions about furries. Okay, I thought this was gonna say like tag your shit so that, you know, it doesn't end up in the wrong places. But there are a lot of myths and rumors about the furry community circulating through the media that you'll need to debunk for yourself and for others in your life. Most importantly, know that you don't have to own or wear a fursuit in order to be a furry. True. You can participate no matter what you wear, including nothing at all. Additionally, know that only a small percentage of furries focus on the erotic aspect of the fandom. You don't have to do anything like this in order to participate in the community. True. I mean, like, it's like I say all the time. It's a very large and diverse community, a lot more than people realize. So yeah, like, yeah. As with many other dress-oriented fandoms like cosplayers and sports fans, most furries simply enjoy expressing themselves, performing in a costume, and connecting with other fans on a social level. The majority of furries don't actually believe they're animals. Some might wish for animal traits or enjoy exploring them, but most furries are just expressing their fanship. This is true. I mean, this is just people either thinly veiled. Follow me on this. This is either thinly veiled transphobia, or this is people not understanding the difference between the furry fandom and therianthropy, or being otherkin. You know, the thinly veiled transphobia thing is because it's very, very convenient that all of this talk about litter boxes in schools for children who identify as animals. It's very convenient that all of those quote unquote stories started popping up right around the time that a lot of anti-trans legislation started being passed in the US. Just saying. Just saying. Anyway, while it's not what defines the furry fandom, be aware that you'll probably encounter some erotic fan art and other content of a sexual nature, especially if you're on any sort of social media, let's be honest. If you're not comfortable with that, try updating your search settings on different sites and web browsers. Stick with the PG-rated furry content only is entirely acceptable. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh, geez, are we gonna? Okay, we're gonna go into creating a persona now. That's just called being on the. Honestly, yeah, that is just called being on the internet. It's called being on the internet, and then like people encountering people who express their sexuality differently and being grossed out about it. Like that's really all it is, honestly. Which, props Spike for the at this point alarmingly growing number of times that I've sent you stuff from E621 and you've just been like cool with it. I mean, like, don't other fandoms have sex in them? Like, you don't have to participate in that? Yeah, well, that's the thing, though, is that people think that the sexual aspect or dimension of furry is just gross. So, like, I guess it's, like, it's weird enough that it's the easy, like, punching bag. But yeah, no, absolutely. Like, you can like anime and not have a waifu body pillow. You can like anime and not watch hentai at all. Like, but apparently it's impossible to parse the difference here for some reason. Okay, crafting a persona. So do we go with Canid, Felid, or Dragonid? What do you call? What would the nomenclature for dragons be? You know, exactly. I mean, yeah, scaly. That's fair. Okay, so I was clear with what I was trying. Yeah, you were clear with what you were trying to get across. Definitely. Choose an animal species based your persona on. Okay, this is important because this can be really fucking tough. Apparently, once you break the seal on the first one, it's really easy to start creating more and more of them. But the first one, it can be really fucking tough. Personas are characters or avatars that furries use when socializing with other members of the furry community. Many furries start with canines, felines, and dragons when choosing their persona's physical characteristics. All right, I'm gonna cut this part out from the YouTube video because this is spoilers, but just for you live right now, there are more results on. I think it's Fur Affinity. There are more results for dragon than any other species. So everybody thinks that everybody is actually a wolf or a fox, but it's actually dragons. Yeah, like, don't tell anybody I told you that, because that is spoilers for like 2 or 3 layers down. But there's this like secret, an open secret, that dragons are actually more popular than anybody else on Fur Affinity. So, you know, I don't know if that just means they're more prolific or if there are more of them, but you know. I was thinking about this just yesterday, where like human beings have trouble with nuances in culture or ideas they're not a part of, so generalizations are rampant and create these very small boxes that multitudes of individuals inhabit that cannot possibly describe all of them. I mean, yeah, that's like, yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's like, this might be a hot take, but like, I generally try to, in my vocabulary, replace the term the West with the English speaking world, because when people talk about the West, they're actually just talking about the parts of the world that speak English and that are predominantly white. Like, let's be honest. But they're trying to prop up this like hundreds of years old distinction between the Occident and the Orient, you know, the East and the West, or the West and the East in that case, because the Occident is the West. And it's like, you just fucking made that up. You just made that up because the languages are different enough that you can't easily understand people from Asia. And because, you know, 400 years ago, it wasn't easy for like a person from Spain who traveled to Japan to understand Japanese. It ended up being like, oh, this strange and mysterious land. And then, you know, 400 years later, we're at this point where we're like, we make assumptions about what people from a specific Asian nation are like, because they're just different enough. You know what I mean? Like they look or like they speak a language that's just different enough that it's easy to be like, I'm going to put you in a box and you're going to stay there. And it's just like, get the fuck out of here. Like that's so stupid. What the hell is the West on a circle? Yeah, no, exactly. It's such a crock of shit. Like I hate that term has become so like common, because it's like, you're not talking about the West. You're talking about the English speaking world, which is predominantly white. Like, anyway, I'm off my soapbox. But the possibilities are endless. You're free to choose any species you desire, create a hybrid, or develop a completely made-up creature. True. That is true. That is very, very popular. I'm not a fan of Old World and New World. Yeah, it's the same thing. Old World and New World is the exact same thing. Well, okay. It's not the exact same thing because it refers to different parts of the world than quote-unquote East and West, but yeah. Yeah, no. I refuse to use terms like that in my writing because it's like, it's dumb. For example, you might start with the huge ears and cute face of a fennec fox. Give its body bird-like legs and wings. Do some research into animal photographs or illustrations to see how each animal's anatomy works. Then adapt it to so your persona can stand up on two legs. It doesn't have to stand up on two legs, to be fair. To be fair. Feel free to create more than one persona if you'd like. I only refer to all inhabited land as the middle. Oh. Yeah, see, this is the right idea. You create your persona and you immediately just like make them hot. And you just roll with it, you know? Pick out colors and markings to make your persona unique. There are no rules when it comes to designing your persona's appearance. Feel free to use naturalistic colors and realistic markings, or go for bright hues and unusual patterns if you prefer. But correct me if I'm wrong, if you go too crazy with your markings and you do eventually want a suit, because it's gonna be a lot of airbrush work. That's gonna increase the price, right? Spiral titties are important, true. The ocean is the outside. Antarctica is the top. Oh. And Antarctica is the top. I think you just accidentally said like the most progressive thing you could have said about the map. Like, Antarctica's a top. Antarctica is such a top that the Arctic Circle, the bottom, is obliterated. That's why it doesn't exist anymore. Because Antarctica is such a power top that it just blew the Arctic Circle out. Like, there's nothing there anymore. It's just ice. Sometimes certain patterns are overused or taken easily, but some are too complicated. Okay, yeah, there you go. Oh, there you go. If you wish to buy a fursuit and make very colorful persona with many designs, it might be more expensive and the quality will go down. There you go. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I'm legit lolling right now. Look, you said it, dude. Consider incorporating spots, stripes, splotchy markings, facial details, scales, feathers, and other patterns and textures into your design. True, just get fucking creative with it. Refer to animal photos as inspiration for markings and coloration patterns if you want a more realistic effect. I can hear you over here. It's true, you're laughing so hard I can hear you across the continent. If you're not sure where to start, check out other furries personas online. Just make sure that you aren't totally... Yeah, don't steal people's personas. Don't fucking do it. Just don't. Okay. Okay, I see what's going on. Assign your persona a personality and a name. Have fun when creating your persona's personality. It doesn't have to be anything like your own personality, but it can reflect your ideal personality or one specific side of you if you'd like. Yeah, this is why I think furry is so fucking cool, for like as like a self therapy thing, you know? Like cuz you can just be like, it's almost like it's like manifesting, you know? If you're like, I'm a little socially anxious boinky boof, then you make your persona not that, and then you embody that, and then boom, like you manifest your ideal self. Exactly, you know? For instance, your persona might represent your wild and outgoing side if you tend to be a shy person. I need to I just need to read the next sentence every time. Like, I don't even need to commentate on this article. It's actually pretty fucking solid. Create a list of personality traits as well as likes and dislikes and other fun facts about your persona's identity. Fun fact, I still have not done that, and I've been active for more than a year. So I should probably do. I don't even have a fucking ref sheet. I should probably do those things. Give them a unique name too. True. Doesn't have to be a unique name, but you're more recognizable with a unique name. The level of similarity between you and your persona is entirely a matter of personal preference. Try using your persona to show off your idealized self or explore an alter ego. See, that's the power move. You make a persona that's literally just you with a different skin. And then it's like, yeah, I am my ideal self. Like, I've already achieved that, you know? That's the fucking power move. Don't be afraid to modify your persona over time until it's just right. True. Yeah. You can have stages. You can grow and develop. If you like writing, try writing out your persona's backstory, creating a narrative about them. Or just do like I have, and it's in your head and you still haven't written it down after like 18 goddamn months. Be prepared to introduce your persona's personality to other... Why did I read it like that? Be prepared to introduce your persona's personality to other furries. Making your persona kind of feels like creating a character for D&D. Yeah, honestly. I rolled all of my stats. I rolled nat 1s on all of them, especially speech. That's why I have so much trouble. Free animal base. Okay, what do we got here? Illustrate your persona if you want to create your own artwork. If you enjoy graphic design or drawing, if graphic design is your passion, transfer all of your ideas onto the page or the screen. Use pencils and coloring tools or a digital design program to sketch out the general shape and physical characteristics of your persona. Then add the colorings, markings, and other details. Give them an expressive face that shows off something about their personality. Animal handling check. Can I do... Does Google support anything like this? Yes! Holy shit, it does. I didn't know this was the thing. Okay. Okay, we're animal handling. 19. Yo. I have no idea what my bonus is, but there you go. I got a 19. So I am the ultimate furry handler. For example, if your persona is bright and... Y'all, I almost read this as peepee. Give them a wide-eyed appearance. Try to sketch out as many details as you can imagine, even if you don't plan to buy a full body fursuit. Look, okay, we're manifesting something else right now. We're manifesting speech. My speech. 16. Decent speech. I'm going to stop stuttering and mispronouncing things now. Unfortunately, you have a negative 19 on animal handling. Oh, no. Feel free to add your persona's name and list of traits and qualities to your illustration, too. This is good advice. Look up free base for your animal on DeviantArt or for Affinity for some templates to get you started if you're basing your persona on a widely used animal species. Especially if you're like me and you can't fucking draw, you know? This is a great idea. This is a great idea. Just make sure you read the description and see if it says, you know, give me credit. Like, and be sure to credit people. Like, don't fuck around with that shit. Free based. I'm getting a lot of mixed messages here. If you've used a free template, why am I even trying to commentate on this? Remember to credit the artist who created it. There you go. It's almost like this is well written or something. Even if you don't like drawing or would prefer to commission artwork, try making a rough sketch so you can more easily convey your ideas to the artist. True. Or if you're commissioning, you'd also use photos, like, because that was part of what Ace did the line art for me for my PNG tuber, and I was like, here are a bunch of like reference photos, you know, please base things off of this. And then I did the coloring in the lines and everything, and yeah, so the photos work too. I did the line art, but you sketched it out. Yeah, still, you get what I'm saying. I would not have been able to do the line art if you did not do the sketch. You know? Okay, what is going on in this photo? What is it? Commission an artist to illustrate your persona. Oh, it's a ref sheet. Okay. Search through online furry communities to find artists who are willing to create artwork and illustrations for other furries. You can find people like this a lot on social media, like on Twitter and stuff. What in the world did you just post, Spike? I can see a video preview of it. What is this? Is this in reference to you saying freebase earlier? Send them a message or place an order on their site. Share as much information about your persona as possible. Provide sketches or reference images whenever possible. True. Tell them what you love about their past work so they know what style you're looking for. Also true, especially if they do multiple styles. It's in reference to freebase. Okay. Be prepared to pay the artist for their work too. That sounds like a threat. But yes, do pay. Like, if you're an artist, do the work that you're paid for. If you're paying for work, actually pay for the fucking work. Because not doing either side of that, you'll get called out for it, you know. Also, just like don't do that. That's not good. Make sure you agree on all the specifications of the project. Oh no. What is this in reference to freebase again? This has been PD's TED Talk. Oh, is it over? Wait, have I been on stage at the Academy Awards this entire time? And I've been accepting my award for best furry screenplay, and you're playing the music now to get me off the stage. I'm paying people for their work. I got you. Don't ask for an illustration for free. Artists deserve compensation for their time and energy. Y'all, I can't speak. All right. Oh, this is okay. Merchandising? My timing was off. No, it's okay. Your timing was great. I know. We do have to. We'll finish this section. Maybe we'll do part 3 later. But we'll finish this and then we'll call it good. Share your persona with other furries and furry merch makers. Truly, I didn't think this article was going to be this fucking long and comprehensive. Yeah. Whether you draw your own persona or commission an illustration, set the image as your profile picture on furry websites so other furries get a sense of what your persona identity is like. That's a good idea. Yeah. Again, don't steal other people's artwork for your profile picture either. Don't do that, you know? There are 18 more methods. It's true. There are a lot of ways you can be a furry, all right? Consider getting it printed on t-shirts, badges, and pins too, or get it made into a plushie. I mean, also you can custom commission like handmade badges. That's a pretty common thing too. If you want to get a fursuit made, make sure that your persona has at least a 3-view reference sheet, either drawn by you, colored on a base, or commissioned by a reference sheet artist. But only one way to be a bumpy. A bumpy scaly? Just wait until you hear method number 16. A 3-view reference sheet should show the front, back, and side profile view of your persona. Yeah, it's good. If you like creating artwork, have fun exploring different ways to use your persona. You could share illustrations of your persona hanging out with your friends' personas, or make a comic strip to show what your persona gets up to. I like how that one got auto-modded, so your correction is above the actual message. Number 14 will blow your dick clean off. Oh, Spike's into it. I can tell. Okay. I forgot that was my background.